Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Bunganyi. This week on the Red Carpet, Eritrea will make its debut at the Miss Universe pageant 2024 in Mexico. We visit Ibo Ora, a town in Oyo State, Nigeria, for their Twins Festival. We also visit NASA's Earth Information Center at the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. We have those stories and more right here on the Red Carpet. Let's go. Eritrea will make its debut at the Miss Universe pageant this year, represented by Virginia-based neuroscientist Senet Tewoldemadin as Miss Universe Eritrea 2024. The 25-year-old is an advocate for two issues: children with learning disabilities and about breast cancer. She was crowned in a ceremony at the Eritrean Cultural and Civic Center in Washington, D.C. Senet tells me that her advocacy work is deeply personal, inspired by her younger sister who has a learning disability and her mother who passed away due to breast cancer.
Today we're gathered together to celebrate my coronation event because the competition we had for the crown, to run for the crown of Miss Eritrea Universe, was held online. So this is my opportunity to get a proper coronation celebration. And I had my loved ones celebrate me today. They celebrated me when I had nothing, and they're here celebrating me on the most important day for me and for Eritrea. As it's the first time it's going to be part of this biggest pageant competition on its 73rd year of holding this competition. So I'd say that my mission is to become a literal voice for the ones who cannot speak up for their situation. My younger sister has a disability that doesn't allow her to say what she needs in education, and my mom is in heaven and she's not able to say how serious the disease of breast cancer is. And so I stand here today on behalf of both of them and my beautiful country Eritrea, on this grand stage, being a voice for them and being a representation of how beautiful and rich my country is.
The Miss Universe competition will be held in Mexico this November. Ibo Ora, a town in southwestern Oyo State in Nigeria, boasts of having the highest concentration of multiple births of any place on the globe. To celebrate its self-proclaimed title, the town hosts an annual festival which started in 2018, drawing hundreds of sets of twins from around the country. Here is more on the story.
On a normal day, a visitor might pass through Igbo Ora with little more than a double take, wondering why so many pairs of residents wear matching clothes. With fanfare, pageantry, talent shows, and even a royal visit, hundreds of people gathered in the self-proclaimed twins capital of the world to celebrate its unusually high rate of multiple births.
This is my first time giving birth to a set of twins, and it has changed my life. People give us gifts. Even when we ride a motorbike, some riders give us the ride for free. Whenever we go somewhere, people give the twins cash as presents. You can't give birth to twins and remain down on your luck.
Population experts say the Yoruba-speaking Southwest has one of the highest twinning rates in Nigeria. The global average birth rate for twins is around per 1,000 births. But in Igbo Ora, it is thought to be closer to 50 per 1,000, according to scientific studies and hospital records. For the abundance differ. Many residents put it down to diet, especially okra leaf or ilasa soup with yam and amala.
People believe it is the soup we eat here that contributes to us conceiving twins. They think it's because of the ilasa soup we eat, but I don't know if that's true.
Twins are seen as a blessing by many.
Wealth to the parents that have them, and they're kind of unique way. That's why you in Yoruba we celebrate their birth. And maybe that is one of the reasons why God bless us in Yoruba land with the highest number of twins in the world. And that is why we are here to celebrate World Twins Festival.
Scientists are looking into genetic factors and how the twins' special cultural status might make them more likely to find partners and have children.
By the grace of God, I believe strongly that this festival will become a global festival, that twins from all over the world will be coming to Nigeria, Igora, to celebrate themselves. I'm looking forward to that very soon.
In pre-colonial times, twins were often regarded as evil and were either banished to the evil forest or killed. Scottish missionary Mary Slessor is widely credited with helping to curb the practice in the late 19th century.
The Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History opened NASA's Earth Information Center, an exhibition that gives visitors a first-hand look at the forces shaping our planet. Andre Zakach has the story, narrated by Anna Rice.
This is the Hyperwall, the 10 by 3 meter focus of a new exhibit at the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in Washington. The exhibit is called NASA's Earth Information Center. The NASA staff members who worked on it say that one of the best ways to learn about the changes taking place on Earth is to interpret them visually.
Visualizations really can bring a much deeper understanding of what we're seeing from space than a report can. So that's why we're using this tool.
The Hyperwall reflects changes as they occur on Earth. It displays an astounding amount of data. It can show where exactly on Earth carbon dioxide is concentrated in the highest quantities and track the dynamics of light and noise pollution on the planet. 25 satellites and numerous land-based sensors collect the information that NASA shares with visitors.
We're actually getting real-time data that accumulates if we see long-term patterns. The Keeling curve, which is the curve that shows the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere over the last 64 years. And that's one of the most compelling curves in science.
The multiple visualizations amaze not just visitors, but seasoned scientists as well, who are accustomed to oceans of data.
One of my favorite visualizations is the one that shows all of the ocean currents. And it's color-coded with temperature. And that's because we are an ocean planet. The oceans store the vast majority of the energy that comes in from the sun, and those slow meandering currents move that heat all around the planet, and that's what makes life possible on Earth.
NASA Administrator Bill Nelson, who flew aboard the Columbia Space Shuttle program in 1986, says projects like this one have immense educational value and hopefully inspire visitors to recognize their role in taking care of the planet.
Everybody on planet Earth can become co-stewards of preserving this beautiful, colorful creation that is suspended in the middle of nothing, and that is planet Earth.
The exhibit will be open to the public until 2028.
Thea Lafond made history in August when she won a gold medal at the Paris Olympics. The women's triple jump winner secured the first ever gold medal for the Caribbean nation of Dominica. VOA's Mokbil Yabaro sat down with Lafond, who spoke about her background and her journey to the Paris Olympics.
I actually immigrated to America pretty early with my family. So I left the island when I was 5. We'd go back in the summers just to ensure that I never forgot where I came from, according to my mother. But the love for track and field and this talent in triple jump wasn't discovered till I was much older, in my teenage years in high school. And it was all because my friends talked me into joining the track team. My entire introduction to track and field happened my freshman year in high school. Before that, I was a dancer. Shout out to my parents for really just constantly instilling a sense of nationality and national pride and heritage pride. In Dominica, it wasn't a question. When I found out that there was an opportunity for me to compete at the youth level, I was like, oh, I can compete for Dominica? Yeah. That was it. And so even though, yes, I was raised in the U.S. predominantly, and yes, I am an immigrant, my heart was always in the Caribbean. I don't think I really and truly understood how much this medal meant to the people, the magnitude of what I'd done, until I touched ground. It was essentially like kind of a
Yeah.
Literally. Once I landed, like literally. And for a small nation, my island can be very easily divided via politics. And I think it was the first time that I saw them truly united under one thing, and it was our flag. I've never seen so many flags flown on an island in my life. I have never seen all ages in the streets. We did a motorcade through half the country, and we're a tropical island, and as per usual, it started to rain. And I was like, oh man, well, you know, maybe the next villages that we drive through, maybe they won't be on the street as much. It's okay, like I understand they have little ones.
Everyone was outside.
They went inside, they got umbrellas, and they came back out, and they were ready, all ages. Screaming, crying. I have never seen, in the most beautiful way, I've never seen so many grown men cry.
Tears of joy, though.
Pure. And just pride. And I think that just made it so worth it. People, if you know my story, know that Dominica actually does not have a track at the moment. And the government, thanks to our Prime Minister, Scarrett, has decided to actually build a track, and it'll be named after me. What an honor, right?
Amazing.
But in the meanwhile, we're actually working on smaller projects to help out in the local villages. One is my mother's home village called Maho. We're actually already started the plans to develop a field training area, so a runway, some sand pits, a place where they can just dabble, you know, just a basic introduction to the sport, a place that can pique their curiosity, and maybe nurture the next, you know, future Olympians.
The Dutch company the field of holographic illusions and are now delivering life-size personal connections with a 2-meter-tall box that makes it feel like the person you're talking to is physically present. Diana Mitchell has more from Austin in Texas.
Jurrien Spoelstra wasn't able to make it to Austin, Texas for the recent South by Southwest conference, but that didn't stop him from interacting with guests. Beamed in from the Netherlands via his company's 2-meter-tall 3-dimensional HoloBox, Spoelstra had live conversations all day from the HoloBox. The company, HoloConnects, says their product, which also comes in a mini version, brings people together in a more intimate and engaging way. Passers-by were able to jump onto a white background and see themselves in the box as well. Steve Sterling is the managing director for HoloConnects in North America.
We can deliver a really great sense of engagement with people because they can look each other in the eye and see it with such high fidelity that it feels like they're really right there.
The company uses the word hologram to describe their product, but Sterling says it's actually a 3D box with proprietary hardware that allows the 4K image to be shown on a laminated display with 150,000 lumens of light, giving it a feeling of depth. It's already being used as a marketing tool by big brands and as a concierge with touchscreen for guests at a European hotel chain. Roel Gijspis is the CEO of marketing agency 270 Degrees. His team built the tech that allows users to interact with the HoloBox.
And our tech enables the HoloBox to have interaction, luxury products. You can look them very detailed.
The HoloBox can even be used with digital people. This realistic-looking avatar was created by a company called AI Vitar. She is currently used to anchor a news desk in South Korea. AI Vitar business manager Seon-ho Lee has even higher hopes.
We want to collaborate with HoloConnect to show what digital humans can do.
HoloConnects say their product will be in select hospitals this year, allowing patients to interact with specialists from around the world. Dina Mitchell, VOA News, Austin, Texas.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.